Right now, multiple people are without a home after an apartment fire. We'll have the latest on their conditions and the cost of the damage. Also, Hurricane Idalia makes landfall in Florida. We'll have the latest on the storm and why it could have been much worse. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. We begin in Madison's north side, where 7 people have been displaced by a fire at an apartment building this morning. Fire crews responded to 2400 Brentwood Parkway just before 1:30. When crews arrived on the scene, they saw visible flames coming from the roof and found an active fire on the second floor. Firefighters were able to rescue one person from the second floor. That person taken to the hospital. Their condition is unknown at this time. 6 others were able to evacuate the building on their own. The cause of the fire is under investigation, and preliminary damage is estimated at $200,000. The American Red Cross is currently helping those displaced by the fire. Idalia crashed ashore this morning in a sparsely populated area along Florida's Big Bend region as a dangerous Category 3 hurricane. The storm is packing winds up to 120 miles an hour. Christian Benavides has the latest from Crystal River, Florida.
So far it's holding, but the water just keeps coming.
Idalia's powerful and in some places record-breaking storm surge is submerging parts of Florida's Gulf Coast.
The whole front building at the faraway end where the swings were just came apart.
Homes and streets in Cedar Key are now underwater from a surge forecasters say could hit 16 feet high. At least 230,000 homes lost power.
Our power crews have already restored over 100,000 accounts overnight in the last 8 hours.
Tampa was spared a direct hit, but is feeling the impact. Water is spilling over the city's causeway, and there's also significant flooding on the streets of St. Petersburg.
Here in Crystal River, we've been experiencing bands of rain and fierce wind as the storm moves through. Now everyone is watching the water and how high it will go.
Unfortunately, we've not seen the worst of what the storm's impacts are going to be for Citrus County.
Even though Idalia is now moving over land, forecasters warn the storm is still a major threat.
We're going to see, not just the storm surge, but potential for, damaging winds extending well inland all the way across portions of North Florida into southern Georgia.
Idalia has gained speed and is expected to be in Georgia and South Carolina before day's end. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Crystal River, Florida.
And many people along Florida's Gulf Coast are still dealing with lingering damage from Hurricane Ian less than a year ago. Let's head over to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Greg Barnhart has a look at our much quieter forecast.
Yeah, you're looking at the hurricane. Here's the current radar right now. You can see really it's become quite ragged on the southeast quadrant of it. It's the northwest quadrant, really where the precipitation is, and it is weakened in the wind speeds. You can see overall, Perry was one of those spots that got hit pretty strong with the winds, but as it begins to progress east, Category 1, it should probably be a tropical storm here soon before it heads back out to water. We have hot conditions coming this weekend, not with the moisture that'll put the heat index up there, but just record level temperatures, and we're looking at Saturday through maybe next Tuesday. And once again, give you an idea, last week we had the 105 to 130. Really, those heat indexes were high with the dew point so high. We're looking more at the 90 to maybe 100 range, so not quite as bad, but still record level for this early in September. Overall, big picture shows not much in the way of cloud cover over us, pretty clear skies. We have a little bit of clouds this morning, basically lake effect, a little stratocumulus that has pushed across, but otherwise, generally going to see clear skies this afternoon as we zoom in. There's a little bit of clouds as you push east of the area. Overall, as we look at the temperatures right now, we're looking at low to mid 60s, quite kind of chill, a little fall chill out there with that north wind. They're not going to climb that much as we zoom in overall. Madison, Dane County, we're looking at generally low to mid 60s across most of the county. Big picture shows even cooler up to the north. Once again, that northeast flow is going to help keep those temperatures down today, only low 70s, about 7 degrees below average, but plenty of sunshine and light winds. And yes, don't forget about that super moon. Should be excellent conditions tonight to see the super blue moon, if I can say that correctly again. Later on, I'll give you an update how warm we will get and if any rain is actually in the forecast.
I got to give today an 11.
Yes.
It's just perfect. All right, Greg, thank you. To an update now from Maui, 110 official missing person reports have been filed with the Maui Police Department. This comes as officials work their way through the FBI's credible list of 388 missing people. As of yesterday, more than 200 people have reportedly responded to the police's missing person email address. The search and rescue portion of their mission almost complete. Crews are still looking in the water, but they have not found any human remains. An updated credible list will be shared on Friday. Meanwhile, up in northeastern Wisconsin, the DNR has launched a criminal investigation after 3 juvenile trumpeter swans were found shot to death at the Navarino Wildlife Area in Wisconsin. A great blue heron was also found dead on Monday. DNR Warden Clark Delzer says that death is likely related to the trumpeter swans. Both bird species are protected. You can't hunt them. In fact, the fact that there are no hunting seasons going on right now has nature experts saying these killings were no accident.
Somebody they either weren't thinking, or they got a lot of guts, or something else was going on. Because this is just right in your face, and that hurts.
The DNR is asking anyone with any information to come forward to help catch who's responsible. For the first time ever in the U.S., vaccines for COVID-19, influenza, and RSV will be available heading into the fall season. A trifecta of infections could potentially cause havoc with your health. An updated COVID vaccine is expected next month, and shots for the flu and RSV are already available. The CDC says in addition to getting vaccinated, people should also try early testing, improving ventilation systems, and in some cases, mask wearing. The first over-the-counter opioid overdose antidote is expected to hit shelves next week. Emergent Biosolutions, the manufacturer of Narcan, says the medicine will have a suggested retail price of $45 per carton. Each carton includes 2 doses of the nasal spray. It'll be available at Walgreens, Rite Aid, Walmart, and CVS. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. A manufacturing giant must pay billions of dollars to settle legal claims. And Pringles announces a new flavor for bagel lovers. That's next in the Money Watch Report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all-new power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
The Midwest's premier showcase for a timeless tradition, the Great Wisconsin Quilt Show, September 7th through 9th at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Sow your curiosity with every thread in our huge exhibit of quilts and vendor mall. Get hands-on with our sit and sew workshops, or find inspiration with dozens of lectures and educational opportunities. Wrap yourself up in a world of quilting. More information at quiltshow.com.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Whoa. How do they get these things to smell so good?
Hefty, hefty. Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Must be magic. Hefty Ultra Strong with Fabuloso scent.
Want a tighter, flatter tummy and the hottest deal of the year? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went in different directions. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
But it feels good to feel good and look good.
Schedule your free no-obligation consultation now and find out how to get your dream body on your budget with our best offer of the year. Call or go to sonobello.com and get exclusive access to our employee-only pricing.
At Informed Choice Insurance Agency, we're proud of our 5-star reviews.
My agent Matthew explained everything about Medicare and the needed supplemental insurance. He took the time to show me several different plans and the plus and minuses of each policy.
Andrea was amazing, from her knowledge to her presentation to her skills in navigating complicated and intimidating waters. I cannot emphasize enough how much she helped me and my family.
Need help with your Medicare or Marketplace health plans? Get 5-star service at Informed Choice Insurance Agency.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all-new Serta mattresses and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
Medicare says it will start negotiating prices on these 10 drugs as part of its mandate to lower prescription prices for older Americans under the Inflation Reduction Act. The Biden administration says it chose these medications because they're some of the costliest covered by the health insurance program for seniors over 65. The negotiations mark the first time Medicare has been able to haggle over drug prices for the 65 million Americans enrolled. Manufacturing giant 3M will pay $6 billion to settle legal claims over its combat arms earplugs. Some military veterans claim the product left them with hearing loss and tinnitus, which is ringing in the ears. In a statement, 3M said the settlement is not an admission of liability and that the products are safe and effective when used properly. And Pringles has a new snack to satisfy that craving for bagels any time of day. The Everything Bagel Chip has sesame and poppy seeds with a hint of cream cheese blended with toasted garlic and onion. The new flavor is available for a limited time nationwide. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Checking Wall Street at the noon hour, the Dow Industrial is up 76 points, the Nasdaq up 104. The S&P 500 gaining 21. Our call for action volunteers are in the building, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you can call for action right now at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Economic growth in the second quarter was slower than expected. The Commerce Department says gross domestic product rose 2%. That's slightly lower than the 2.4% the department initially estimated. The GDP is the broadest measure of economic output. It's a good sign inflation might be weakening. The Federal Reserve has indicated more rate hikes could be coming if the economy didn't slow down. Pam has today's egg prices next, along with Greg and the weekend holiday forecast. And then today on Live at 4, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is answering your plant and garden questions. If you have a question, send them to tips@channel3000.com and watch for your answer at 4.
I would have to hold my back as I got off the rug, but I didn't want to stop sitting on the floor because that's where I do most of my teaching. After I decided my pain was too much, I went to the doctor, and the doctor said it might be my feet. Suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. After I went to the Good Feet store, I realized that you don't have to live in constant pain. They took my pain away. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
We need to talk about Sonobello.
We are getting rid of all of this today.
Ladies, this summer you can cover up or feel confident from head to toe with Sonobello. One visit permanent fat removal.
Look at this shape. My tummy is gone and my hourglass shape is back.
Wherever there's excess fat, we can remove it. That's what we do all day, every day.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I could actually wear a two-piece after 25 years.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Now, with our Best Bodies summer event, you can schedule your free, no-obligation consultation, plus save $250 off instantly. That's $250 off your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com.
Welcome to Dwellings.
Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Priyanka Chopra Jonas kisses and tells.
I can't do slobbery kisses. I was just so happy it was like familiar saliva. Everybody don't have a nick.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Dr. Jill Biden visits Madison to spotlight a range of topics from cancer research to education. Tomorrow, our live team coverage begins with a breakdown of the day's itinerary.
And we have a taste of fall for now, but the heat will be building for the upcoming weekend. An update tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in with Pam Yockey from the Midwest Farm Report on this beautiful Wednesday.
Oh, isn't this just beautiful?
Just loving it.
Honestly, Crease. Yeah, I woke up this morning to the super blue moon, and now we're enjoying these beautiful temperatures. Like I said, wish I could bottle it and hang on for probably what's going to be that stifling heat next week. Anyhow, someplace else that was beautiful, our farm tour, Montana, Utah, Wyoming. Just wanted to share a couple pictures with you from the Mead Ranch. We were just outside of Jackson, Wyoming, visiting with Brad and Kate Mead at their now 4th generation beef operation. Look at that backdrop. My goodness. How many times do you get up and get a chance to walk out for chores with that kind of a view? They were telling us that they are a cow-calf operation. They run about 250 mama cows there. One thing that they reminded me about there, they have to watch out for brucellosis. That's something that Wisconsin does not have to worry about. So they've got another herd of cattle that they run in the center of Wyoming where the brucellosis problem is less. So beautiful opportunity to visit with Brad and Kate Mead at their ranch just outside of Jackson, Wyoming. Oh, yeah, livestock of a different type. These are the ones that would be bringing brucellosis. The bison, we're getting pretty feisty, kind of getting towards that time of the year when they are going in the rut. In fact, a couple bison broke out in a fight right in a parking lot right in front of our bus, and people started running everywhere. So, like I said, when they say wildlife, when it comes to Yellowstone, that's where those pictures were. They mean it. I do want to remind you, today, actually, it's just wrapping up. I made a mistake yesterday. Thank you to Kevin Shelley for catching it. Agronomy Field Day was today. Tomorrow, they are going to have a field day of a different type at the West Madison Research Facility, talking about berries. Their Berry Fall Field Day happening tomorrow at the West Ag Research Station just off Mineral Point Road. Also, plenty of things coming up this Labor Day weekend. Don't forget, our friends down in Brooklyn invite you down for their big their tractor pull, and then starting Friday through Labor Day Monday, 67th annual Rock River Threshery just outside of Edgerton. They're focused in on the Ford equipment and a couple different engines. So don't want your dance card to go unfilled when it comes to weekend activities. Dairy markets kind of quiet today after a fairly robust Tuesday today. Barrel and block cheese, AA butter, all remain unchanged. If you want to see more of those pictures, fabulous Farm Babe. I kind of sporadically put them up when I had cell service. Big Sky Country might be beautiful, Mark, but boy, I'll tell you, as far as Farm Babe staying connected with technology, that was something we did without, but that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing once in a while, just to disconnect.
Once in a while.
Just to connect.
That's right.
All right, Ben,
Okay.
thanks. Sewing is making a comeback. Once considered a basic life skill, learning to make clothes and other items has long been taken out of school and replaced with the convenience of in-store or online shopping. Well, now there's a new generation picking up the needle and thread. Danya Backus takes us inside a summer sewing camp.
Keep pinning, and let's see what happens.
At this summer camp songs are replaced with the hum of sewing machines. And instead of games,
We're making a backpack. We need an edge, don't we?
kids here are playing with patterns and fabric.
Here you go.
Samantha Bloom and Amy Russell started Stitch Space LA nearly 4 years ago.
The goal of just having people learn how to sew, how to crochet, how to knit, and want to make things.
Sewing has seen a rise in popularity in recent years. Pandemic lockdowns, along with people choosing sustainability over fast fashion, has them turning to one of the original DIY skills.
There's been people out there who have been upcycling and refashioning and sharing their sewing skills, Instagram videos and those sorts of things, and watch people create, and then the influencers catching on to it.
Yeah.
I think that has been inspiring to a certain level for a lot of people.
Here at Stitch Space LA, they've seen an increased demand for classes. People of all ages wanting to learn or improve their sewing skills.
There's just a creed, like a freedom, where it's like there are no rules. Well, there are. Like, don't sew over your fingers, and when you're not looking, don't put your foot on the pedal.
I love seeing things be created. I love, putting on a shirt and being like, I made this. And you just feel you feel confident, like I can do this.
It's confidence and memories. These kids are designing.
We can make a scrunchie.
Yay!
One stitch at a time. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And Amy and Samantha are hoping to one day make Stitch Space a national chain. The fall-like temperatures continue. Enjoy them now because things are going to heat up.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got some heat coming here. The good news, it's not going to be as oppressive as we saw a week ago. That's the positive news, but still record levels. So 90s definitely, that'll be record. We'll have heat indices probably under 100 because it's going to be more of a dry heat, but still, once again, hot if you're out in the sun. That's what we're looking at. Precipitation is not looking good once again. There's a chance, probably the best chance, the whole 7-day period comes Tuesday night and maybe some small chances next week, but not widespread rain is really anticipated through at least the next 10 days. Pleasant conditions through Friday. We warm up a little Friday, then the heat really starts up Saturday through Tuesday. Once again, the heat in these valleys won't be as oppressive. I think if it's going to be the worst day, it'd be either Labor Day or Tuesday. Otherwise, we'll have heat indices pretty close to the actual temperature. Really, this northwest flow behind this system is keeping us cool, but it won't be until about Friday till this system, weak front kind of lifts through, and that'll start turning the flow more west, and then eventually it will start seeing more southwesterly flow coming across. That'll help probably, as you can see there towards Saturday, begin to pull some of that warmer air up with a few clouds cover coming. We might have a chance for a shower up to the north, but really we're not expecting much. Kind of right here when that front kind of lifts through, there might be a shower up to the north, but the thing you will notice as we get through Saturday, here starts coming the heat. The red area starts to expand. It expands throughout the whole entire area as we look through Saturday, and this goes through Sunday, Monday, and then by Tuesday and Wednesday is when we get that weak front come through. There is a chance as we go through Tuesday, Wednesday that we might have a front slide south. That'll give us an opportunity for a shower or thunderstorm. Probably Tuesday night into Wednesday, the heat then suppresses back to the south, but it doesn't go that far away. That's the thing. It could come back up. We'll have to see about that towards the end of next week. This is really the rainfall we're looking for Tuesday night into Wednesday. Really spotty in nature. If we're lucky, a quarter, maybe a 10 to a quarter. If that is expand out, it's really not that impressive regards to precipitation chance. So I'd count on many areas just staying dry for at least the next week. Overall, the one thing you'll note for the temperatures is here gives you an idea of the heat index. We're looking at Saturday in the mid-90s. This is the heat index. As we go through Sunday, maybe getting close to 100. Depends what we get that dew point high enough. And as we go into Monday, I think that's when we're at least going to get more moisture up. So if that's the day, we'll probably see close to 100, maybe a little bit more towards Tuesday. The one thing notice with this is the relative humidity. This is definitely, you're going to see a change here as we go through all the time periods. We go through 30s, 40%. We might see relative humidities get below 30% for some of the time. So Saturday, Sunday into Monday, be cautious of actually burning some stuff out there with the drought conditions. And if we see relative humidities in the 30% in the afternoon, things could burn. That's going to be the big difference between the last heat and this heat that we're going to see. For today, not seeing any of that. We're going to see that northeast flow that'll keep us kind of chilly really for this time of year. We'll see low temperatures in the high temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Tonight, clear skies. So that super blue moon will be very visible. We'll see temperatures drop into the 40s. Some areas like towards Volksfield up to the north were in the 30s last night. We'll probably see that once again. So quite cold, as you would say, going into September. Then tomorrow, we'll see a little bit warmer, mid 70s, upper 70s. The winds will begin to turn around from the south, but still kind of where we should be for this time of year. So we're not expecting any type of that heat. And even as we go into Friday, we're still looking at just a little bit above average with the low 80s. That's what you see for the temperatures. And then there's your 90s, 90, 94, all the way through Tuesday. Once again, we could see record highs on any of those 4 dates. The thunderstorm chance comes Tuesday night into Wednesday. We cool off, but there are some signs that we might come back with some warmth towards the end of next week. We'll keep an eye on that. But otherwise, enjoy the pleasant conditions because, yes, it's going to get hot this week. But once again, if you stay in the shade, drink probably water. I think it'll be a lot better than what we had the last week.
Summer hangs on.
It does.
All right, thank you, Greg. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Today, we're combining French toast and strawberry cheesecake to bring you a grab-and-go breakfast that's nothing short of amazing. Make sure you stick around.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are! Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
Keep your home's exterior protected with Menard's great selection of exterior Cabot stains. Try Cabot premium stains and finishes for unbeatable quality and protection against weathering for your exterior wood surfaces. A gallon of Australian timber oil is $49.98 plus save 11%. Cabot Gold Premium is the ultimate finish, providing an unparalleled satin sheen and strong protection from UV sun damage, extreme temperatures, rain, and moisture. A gallon is just $58.99 plus save 11%.
Save big money at Menards.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
You got me.
Tag, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
When it comes to breakfast, many of us either grab something quick as we run out the door or skip it altogether. But what if we could have an easy grab-and-go version of French toast that's stuffed with strawberry cheesecake? Well, you can, and it's a heck of a lot easier than you might be thinking. First, we start by cutting the crust off some basic white bread and rolling it out with a rolling pin. After setting those aside for a sec, we mix together some softened cream cheese, strawberry jelly, an egg yolk, and a bit of sugar. Now, we spread this over the bread, then roll each one up pinwheel style before placing them seam side down on a baking sheet. We brush them with some melted butter and roll them in cinnamon sugar. Once they're all done, we'll pop them in the freezer to firm up. Come breakfast time, all that's left to do is bake them for about 20 minutes, and they're done. Eat them as is, or maybe top them with some fresh berries, a bit of syrup, or both for a decadent way to start your day. To get the recipe for our strawberry cheesecake breakfast roll-ups, all you need to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a 2-in-1 way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Here's Greg now with one final check your forecast.
Yeah, pleasant conditions through Friday before then we get to the heat this weekend, and that's why we do have the alert days in effect for the heat and seas. Not as much as we saw last week, but still it's going to be hot in the sun tonight. Not a question. It'll be kind of chilly in some areas, upper 30s to mid 40s. Clear skies tomorrow, pleasant conditions, mid 70s, and then as you look at your next 7 to 10 days, there's your heat coming up all the way to the 90s, which is record level on a couple of those days.
All right, enjoy the coolness if you like it. That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.